Guys, today's show is going to be about one thing and one thing only. Have the hot spots in the Masterbuilt 1050 been improved, or have they even been fixed? That's what we are going to take a look at today. So look, my name is Tommy and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. If this is your first time here, please consider to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get notified every time the channel does a future upload. Alrighty, look, so we are dealing with some major storms here in the Garden State, some heavy winds. So to avoid all that mess, let's just turn our attention down here to the board. Let me show you why I think they may have been fixed. And then we will jump on over to our Masterbuilt 1050, fire it up, and put it to test. So I just want to start off by giving you a quick A/B of the Masterbuilt one and the Super Sear on the top. You can see there is definitely a design difference. Will it matter? Well, we shall find out. But there is one thing for certain. That Super Sear on the top, once you remove that plate, it does a hell of a job searing, and it is definitely better than the Masterbuilt one. I'll drop that video up top if you want to check it out. Other than that, let's just continue with the show. But right now, let's get the Masterbuilt all ready, a little B&B fuel. And that is some oiled out paper towels. Stop wasting your money on fire starters when all you got to do is that. And I will get the Masterbuilt manifold in. And that is the only 3 grates that I ever use, and I always just cook on that top one. I hardly ever cook on the bottom. We are going to set it at 250, but we will raise that up to 350, and I'll explain that in a bit. Alrighty, so look, this is basically what is going to happen here. I've got the Masterbuilt loaded with the Masterbuilt way of manifold. We will bring it up to temp. I'm thinking about 250 to 275. I will stabilize that temp with my chef temp thermometer that is loaded up top. Now look, I am really only worried about the top, but I will probably load some biscuits on the bottom knowing that they are going to burn. But probably 90% of any time I cook with the Masterbuilt, it is going to be on that middle rack. Rarely do I load up that bottom unless I am looking to sear something off. With all that said, let's get the Masterbuilt up to temp. I got my fake brands right here. We will get it loaded up and we will see what happens. So once that temperature is reached, I will get these biscuits over to it. But the first thing you want to do is just you want to get all those biscuits ready to go in, because you want to get them in as quick as possible. As you saw, we were about 360 in the pit, and we want to try to get them in quick. Close the door so we don't lose too much heat. Alrighty guys, so look, just to be clear here, I did make a little error. We are going to cook them at 350. That is per package directions. So look, you are not looking for the perfect biscuit here. You are actually looking to burn the biscuits, because by burning the biscuits, you are going to see the bottoms. You are going to tell which one is running hotter, which one is not running hotter. If you are cooking the perfect biscuit, none of them are going to be burnt, right? So you are looking to crisp up the bottoms. Some of the bottoms will be crisp. Some of the bottoms won't be crisp. That is going to tell us the hot spots in the pit. Let's let these run probably about 10 minutes or so. Then I'll bring you guys back. We will flip them over and we will see what we see. Alrighty guys, so here goes, and always remember your mileage may vary, but we will get these off, we will get them on the board, and we will compare to see what we got. And you can see a clear hot spot in the middle, and that's a little tough because that is where all your food is going to go, in the middle. Alrighty, so look, that is pretty telling right here. We've got hot spots definitely in the center and towards the back. Both sides are pretty much dead spots. Basically, I've got the second rack still going. We are rolling right along at that 350. Obviously, they are taking a little bit longer to cook because they are up top. Let's let them go a little longer, then I'll bring you guys back and we will take a look at that. Is that there? Is the rack that I always cook on. I would expect the top rack to be about the same, where your hot spot is still going to be, majority is going to be in the middle. And that is definitely what it is showing. And here is a top bottom view, and again you can definitely see the see that we are hot in the middle throughout the bottom and top. Yeah. Alrighty guys, so that is pretty telling, and you can tell from that there why it is the safe zone to cook on these Masterbuilts has always been that middle rack. That is where you should be, again, unless you were searing on the bottom or maybe doing chicken wings on the bottom or something like that where you want to get some good color on them. Let me go in now, let me get everything switched over, get the biscuits, and we'll move on to test number 2. So right off the bat, one thing is certain, you definitely do not want to try this at home. I can tell you that sucker is hot. So once I make the switch here, after you look at my burnt glove, of course, we will get the second testing rolls in, biscuits in. We will get them in as quick as possible. We will try to hold that same temp, same time, and here you go. Now I will get these off, and fear not, I will have an A-B any second. And there you go, and that is the LSS mod on the bottom, and that is the Masterbuilt on top, and I definitely see a difference. Let's talk about it. Alrighty, so look, that was basically the same temperature, the same amount of time for each one, and I do think there is a, I do think this is a little bit better. I will put I'll put pictures up so you guys could take a look at the pictures. We are definitely in the hot spot, seems to be. So before, the hot spots seem to be in the center here, which makes it kind of, you know, look, everything is going to be basically cooked in the center. So now the hot spot seems to have pushed to the, all the way over to the, I guess that would be the left, right? So the hot spot seems to be over here, and all this here seems to be fairly even, at least from my eyes. I mean, you guys make the judge. We are definitely pushed it this side here, remaining 3/4 here pretty evenly to me. I've got the top row on. That is the important row for me. Let's get on over. Let's check that out. I've got some pictures here. I'll put them up and we will talk about it all. That ever important top row will get flipped over, and so far everything looks pretty even. A little bit hot there towards the end. Let's take a look at some ABs. Alrighty guys, so that is that, and I gotta say, man, it is definitely seems to be a little bit improved, just as we showed on the bottom here. We are a little bit warm over here, but I do think over here has improved, or at least is pretty even. So if I was going to do a brisket, I would want the fatty side this way, and I would want the flat more over this way, where it is more even cooking. Again, I'll put pictures up, AB pictures up. I'll flash them on the screen, and I'll also put them in the thumbnail so you guys can decide. So look, that is going to close out this one. Again, I do apologize for the wind, for the rain, all that jazz there. This is one mod out of all the mods that I have looked at from Luke. This is the one mod here that I am most behind, because I do feel that it improves the searing of the Masterbuilt. So if you want to sear, and I'll drop that video up top if you've not seen it, it improves the searing of the Masterbuilt, and I do believe it improves on the hot spots, although I'll leave you guys to be the judge also. And that is going to close out this one. I appreciate you all for watching, and until next time, we will see you soon.